Right.
And we are live. Welcome to Hammer Shots. This is episode 2. Let's start this as always with a shot. Well, better than last week. This is a screwball. It's a peanut butter whiskey. I'm excited to see people coming on in the chat room. Hey, everybody. Let's introduce our guests today. Competing, first of all, we've got Steve. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Southeast London.
And how old are you and what do you do for a living?
53 years old, and I drive a big red bus on the main streets of Southeast London.
Nice. Well, it looks like you've got more hair than me. At 53, I'm only 35. Although probably the reason this looks so crap is I tried to give myself a haircut. Well, I was going to just shave the whole thing. And then I suddenly realized, I was like, this might be disrespectful. I don't mean this to be disrespectful. But I'm like, you know what? People just cut, the people that cut hair, I mean, they're not usually geniuses like barbers. Mate, I could probably do this. No, I did a pretty shit job.
No.
So, all right, Justin, where are you from? What do you do for a living?
Yeah, I am from Chicago, born and raised in the States. Usually I work and conduct market research studies. I'm currently on furlough due to the pandemic, so I have a lot of time on my hands, but usually do market research, consumer behavior studies.
Well, it's nice that you got time on your hand because I want to shout out to Wally for getting us the questions today. But if you want to make us some questions, that's something that we're always looking for people to help with. As you know, the leaderboard right now is just Irish Tommy at 14 points. That's what you've got to beat. And we're going to start off with the Icebreaker Premier League name game. So I'll start us off. We'll go from me, then to Justin, then to Steve, and then it's going to be between you guys. You know the way this works, it's just be a player that's played in the Premier League. So if I say Steve Potts, Justin would say Peter Crouch. You know, the first letter of the last name has to be the first letter of the next first name. It's worth one shot. I will start things off by using Peter Crouch.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Nice.
Robert Green.
Good. It's you now, Justin.
It's just us two.
Because I'm the host. I don't have to get involved in these petty little games.
They had to play in the Premier League.
You've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The point goes to Steve. Nice start. You lead.
Do they have to be current players, Adam?
No, just a player that's played in the Premier League. Just a way to, you know, loosen up a little bit to the mood of it, you know. By the way, Justin, don't start cheating. I see you typing some stuff there.
I know. I'm checking to see if this guy was played in the Premier League, but he didn't. I was going to say George Best, but he's too old.
Yeah, true. The Premier League was after George Best's time.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with my favourite round. It's probably my favourite round because I'm the one that does the questions for it. But, you know, shameless. That's how it is. This is the Wikipedia stat attack round. So you guys are going to get a stat. One gets tested with the stat. The other one will say higher or lower. You get a shot if you get it right. The other player gets a shot if you get it wrong. If you happen to hit the answer on the head, you get 3 shots. If you have shots which you want to take, feel free to do that during the game. Go right ahead whenever you like. First one, we're going to start with you, Justin. And the statistic is, in his 4 seasons with West Ham, how many goals did Luis Boa-Morte score for us? Just pluck a number out of the air. Steve's going to go higher or lower.
How many seasons did he play with us for?
4 seasons.
I'll go with 10.
10 goals. Steve, do you think he scored more or less?
Higher, more than that.
Anyone in the chat got any ideas? Higher or lower? What do you all think? No, they're not even playing along. They're too busy chatting and sounding.
Chatting away.
I I think it will shock you to know he actually only scored 2 goals for us.
Shut the front door.
4 seasons. I was surprised about that as well. So, Justin, the shot goes to you. All right, Steve, this one's for you. How many appearances did the curly-haired legend Christian Daly make for us, Steve?
Christian Daly, he played a lot, didn't he?
I'm not going to give you clues. I nearly did. Wow, trying to trick me.
76.
76. Justin, do you reckon it was higher or lower?
Number of appearances for West Ham?
Christian.
Oh, higher.
Correct. Way higher, actually. It was 158 appearances.
God. I was going to say 120 something, but I thought that'd be too much.
Turns out it wasn't even enough.
I know. How about that?
Game. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Thanks, mate.
All right, we'll go back up to Justin. Also, make sure you boys aren't looking at the chat. Just as a reminder, if the chat's going for you, you know, because these guys are playing along as well. And if it makes you feel better, they're doing just as bad a job as you guys so far. So let's everyone up our games. What do you think, Justin? The first year that Julian Dix was Hammer of the Year. The first year that Julian Dix was Hammer of the Year.
I think I might.
You are great, really.
Bad here. I'm gonna go 1996.
Okay, Steve, do you think it was before 96 or after 96?
Before.
And it is before. The answer was 1990.
No, damn.
You got close in the chat, but 1990 was the answer. Okay, over to you, Steve. The White Horse Final. For those who listen to the West Ham's Why You Drink podcast, it was the Billy the Horse Cup Final. Because I didn't know the name of the horse. How are you supposed to know that? What was the official attendance for the 1923 FA Cup Final? Steve, what do you think this is the official attendance?
160,000.
160,000. Rebecca said this is the year she was born, the 1923 Cup Final.
Yeah.
Way better than that. I'm shocked.
Yeah, have you seen her profile picture?
I don't know how she was born in 1923. That's really impressive. So, what did you say? 120,000, 150,000?
160,000.
160,000. Justin, do you think it was higher or lower?
I'm gonna go lower.
Lower. The estimated attendance was actually 300,000 people.
Yeah, 250,000 then.
But
Jesus.
actual attendance was 126,047 people. So, Justin, the point goes to you. Okay. 14-15 season, what was Reece Burke's squad number? Reece Burke's squad number for the 14-15 season. Justin, this is you first.
I have no idea. 39.
Okay, 39. Do you think it's higher or lower than that, Steve?
20.
You just have to say higher or lower. I mean, you can just
lower.
As well, but your chance of getting it right is pretty slim. Yeah,
lower.
32.
Oh God.
This is his number. Yeah, and sorry, Rebecca. Obviously you're not born in 1923. Okay, the last question of this round, Steve.
Yep.
The hard man defender Thomas Repka was well known for getting sent off on his debut. It was a bit of a nut job, but in his time at West Ham, how many yellow cards did he get?
Oh, a shitload.
Well done for Sheezy. You guys are doing all right. How many yellow cards did Thomas Repka?
35.
Okay, do you think it was higher or lower, Justin?
You said 35?
35.
I'm going to say lower.
Lower. People on the chat thinking 45, 39. The actual answer is 22.
Yeah.
Christ.
I know, I thought it would have been more as well. So at the end of the first
can't hit a
round,
barn door with a blunderbuss tonight, can I?
This starting. Sorry to interrupt. I was going to say this starting Premier League 11 that I'm doing with all the polls and everything on the Twitter. It's like all these stats I've seen in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. So it's like all right here. So it's helpful.
Nice. Well, you're only winning by 1 point. So I hope
it's not helpful that much.
see how these go. And the next round is a little bit different. So our next round is the Who Am I round. You're going to get 5 statements, up to 5 statements about a player. You're going to have to work out who it is. So say right now it's Justin has 4. Steve, you have 3 points.
Yeah.
So Steve, I'm going to start with you. Do you want player number 1 or player number 2?
2.
Player number 2. Okay. This player played in the same boyhood club as John Terry. Obviously, the first statement is going to be difficult. That's the point. You're not supposed to get it in the first statement. It means that Wally's done a crap job at the questions if you do get it in the first statement. Notice how I'm taking 0 responsibility.
He's a current player, is he?
Did I say that?
Oh, right. Okay. It could be any player then.
That's the second
No,
time
it could be.
you tried to get information.
It could be any player then, could it?
Correct. So we're going to say you're not going to get it. But statement number 2 is this. He is a lifelong West Ham fan and came through the Academy of Football.
Don't tell me it's Mark Noble. I don't know.
Well, you may as well just have a guess. You may as well say
Mark Noble. Mark Noble.
Mark Noble.
Yeah.
Wow. No, totally wrong.
Yeah.
He was involved in a social housing scheme with Rio Ferdinand and Mark Noble.
I know this.
Do you?
Yeah. Can't think who it was.
People in the chat don't even think about checking the chat, but people in the chat are on this. A couple of them have got it right.
Is he Ginger Pele?
No, unfortunately not. Through the West Ham Academy?
I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Now I think you got a good chance. He joined West Ham in a deal which saw Jermaine Defoe go the other way to Tottenham. So he joined West Ham in a deal which saw Jermaine Defoe go the other way to Tottenham. Are you looking at the bloody comments? Because if you're trying to cheat here, ruin the integrity of the show. You got nothing. Yes, Academy player.
Adam, we've lost you. We've lost your sound. No sound.
Really?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Are you just saying this because you?
No sound.
I think you can you hear Justin, Steve?
Oh, sorry, it was me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was me. I don't know why my Bluetooth dropped.
Don't worry about it.
Why did my Bluetooth drop out?
More time. So, you're going to give me a player. All right, we're going to go to the last statement. So you can still get a point. If you don't get it, it's going to pass to Justin. So, this player missed a penalty in the FA Cup final. And at that game, which I attended, I remember singing to him, "When the ball hits the goal, who's the scorer? You know that's..."
Bobby Zamora.
Bobby Zamora. Well done. And well done, guys, in the chat. Some of you got that pretty early. Impressive. So well done. All right.
I would never have got that.
Well, you did. I mean, you did get it. So well done.
I mean without you singing that song to me, I would never have got that.
Well, that's why I did. That's why the last one's supposed to be like a gimme. All right. Over to you, Justin. This player joined West Ham with a teammate. So this player joined West Ham with a teammate.
So like with a person from his former club, and they moved together to West Ham.
I mean, it sounds like that's what I mean by it. I'm not going to be like I said, if you get this right, I'm going to be mad. Like, I don't want people to get it right in the first couple of statements. So I'm going to purposefully not be helpful. All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure.
Statement number
I'm not
2.
sure.
He scored his first goal for West Ham on Boxing Day in 2005 in a 1-1 draw against Portsmouth. So his first goal for West Ham came on Boxing Day 2005 against Portsmouth.
I don't know. Next question.
Okay, the next one. He has 51 international caps and has captained his country. He has 51 international caps and has captained his country. Tebow.
It's not Tevez, right?
No, it's a fair guess. Okay. He also played for a Premier League side that wears claret and blue. So he's also played for a Premier League side which wears claret. Lots of people now. Don't even think about clicking to that chat, Justin.
I'm not. Oh man. So he played for Villa. Trying to think. 51 caps. Thinking of someone maybe Irish or Scottish or I don't know.
All right, the last one. His nickname is based on the color of his hair, although really only his beard remains today.
Oh, God damn it. The one and only James Collins.
James Collins, the Ginger Pele. Well done. Yeah, Tebow, you've killed this round. Well done. Yeah, the guys in the chat, they were a lot more confident with Collins than they were with Bobby Zamora. Well done. At the end of that round, we still are tied. Justin has 5. Steve has 4 points. We move into...
We're not tied then, are we?
Did I? No, I mean, it's the same as before. You still...
All right.
Stop questioning me, you old bastard. Okay, so the next round we're going to do is the hangman round. It's going to work a little different this week because in the last week, the hangman kind of like decided it. So we're going to have 4 hangman puzzles. You're going to get 2 each. I will ask you to try and be quick with a letter. I'm not going to give you very long, maybe like 5 seconds. So if it's not your turn, please be thinking of what letter you're going to use. We will start with you, Steve. And here is the first hangman puzzle. So you know how hangman works, I hope. If not, there's no saving you. So the first letter, please, Steve.
A.
A. There is an A. Okay, so you keep going. If you get it right, you get another go. Give me another letter, unless you think you can get it here.
C.
C. No C's. Last week we had a bit of an issue with Irish Tommy. When you don't get it right, the letters are here. If you try and say what we've already said, I am going to penalise you and go back to the other person because there's no excuse for stupidity like that. Justin, over to you. Give me a letter.
I am going to go with, let's go with E.
E. There is an E. I'm not going to lie, I did these myself and I can never remember what names I put in. I only did it this afternoon and I literally can't. Give me another letter.
Let's go with S.
S. Oh, there are no S's. I know, Danny. That's why I mentioned it this week. Okay. Over to you, Steve. Give me a letter.
Y.
Y. There's no Y. In case it wasn't obvious, if you don't get it by the time the hangman's there, no one gets the point. I try not to be too harsh. I'm a loving guy. Just for the people in the chat saying I'm being a bit harsh. So, Justin, it's over to you. Give me a letter.
I'm gonna go with. Oh, does he know? Damn.
If he's got it from this, that's a miracle because I don't even remember and I wrote it.
I'm gonna go with the letter T as in Tom.
There are no T's. Sounding confident. So are you going to go straight for a solve here, or are you going to give us a letter?
No, I suddenly realised I can't go for a solve because I've already give up one of the letters that I thought it was.
Remember, this player has played for West Ham. So
Yeah.
Kevin Keegan has not. This player has played for West Ham. Give me a letter.
N.
N. There is an N. All right, finally. All right, give me another letter.
D.
D. There is a D. Okay, another letter. I should get this by now. Who is this? I don't see anyone in the chat either that's given this a go yet. So
O.
O. Oh. Now I've got it.
P.
Oh, I think you have as well. So's Kieran in the chat.
Oh.
You want to solve it?
Yeah, yes. Obiang.
Pedro Obiang is the answer. Well done, Steve. It's a point for you.
Damn it.
We will pass the next puzzle over to Justin. So over to you, Justin.
Let's go with A.
There are no
Shit.
I've got to go E then.
E. There are no E's either.
Shut the front door.
I mean, it's shut. Otherwise, there'd be bugs coming in and everything. Justin.
L.
Okay, controversial. I thought you'd probably stick with the vowels, but maybe too much of a logical approach. Steve.
O.
There are two O's. All right, give me another letter.
Y.
Y. There are no Y's. Go for it, Justin. I got a good feeling about this. Oh, Gary Perridge. What? Give yourself a round of applause.
R.
There are no R's. Wow. Someone in the chat has solved it with one letter. I'm impressed. Resisting.
N.
Click on that comment button. There are N's involved.
S.
There is an S. Steve, can you get this? Another letter?
D.
D.
H.
There we go. Do you want to just...
Hutchison.
Don Hutchinson is the correct answer. And fair play to Gary Perridge because he nailed it with just the O's in the word. So
Wow.
good work.
What a monster.
Right. We hand over to you, Justin, for the next one. Less letters involved here. You know what? I feel like I should do another shot with you. Although, Justin, remember, there's a space on the leaderboard here. There will be some sort of prize available. So, slow down on those shots.
Okay.
Give me a letter.
All right. I'm going to go with, let's go with E.
E is not there.
Oh, my God. I can't get a break.
Sorry.
A.
A is there.
Of course.
N.
Is also there. Do you think
D.
you got it, Justin? Sorry, say again. Did you say D?
D.
D is not
Oh.
there. Oh, ho, ho.
I thought it was.
Oh,
D
I've got
too.
it. I've got it.
Oh, you've got it now.
Well, Steve thinks he's got it.
So T. Man, I actually do not know who this is. Let's see here. I'm gonna go S.
There are no S's in here, which means a couple of people in the chat just got it wrong as well because they were thinking somebody else. Steve, over to you.
Ian Wright.
Damn! Downtown. That is surprising. And you do realise that it probably could have been other players, and you might have wanted to like guess a couple of letters just in case. But well done, cool. Ian, obviously well known for playing for Arsenal, but did have a season at West Ham where he's our top goal scorer. One more to go. Steve, I'm going to start it with. Well, actually, I'm going to let John decide. Do you want to start the puzzle, or do you want Steve to start?
I'll start it.
Okay. Go for it.
I'll go with A.
There are 2 A's.
All right. That's a good start. Let's go with D.
D. There is a D. I feel like how crazy is this? I've done these myself, and I literally can never remember. Ian Wright, I did remember, but once again, I mean, I've got an idea what the first name might be, but why can't I remember this? Go on, Justin. Give us a.
Let's go with O. O.
O. I will say people in the chat have nailed it. So
this is what I get for only following West Ham for the last 6 years.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you that is not gonna harm you on this.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's go with T.
T is not there. Steve, give me a letter. R is there.
L.
Oh, God bless it.
I mean, yeah, I'm a little disappointed in you, Justin.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Completion. Who is it?
Andy Carroll.
It is Andy Carroll. And at the end of that round, Steve has increased his lead to 8 points to 5. Well done.
Disappointed.
We will be going into the final round. Now, coming into this, know that there's still enough time for everyone to win. Steve,
or lose.
on the leaderboard, you are going to need to get 6 correct answers. There are total possible of 10. I would recommend you to answer quickly, and if it doesn't come to you straight away, pass and go on to the next question. Of these 10 questions, 2 of them are true and false, 3 of them are multiple choice. I will not be telling you if you get them right or wrong until the end of the show. Justin, as you are behind, you can go first. Would you like question set 1 or question set 2?
Let's go with question set 1.
Question set 1. Okay. Before we start, we need one more thing on the screen, which is that. So, 1 minute. As soon as the time starts, I'll start asking the questions. You will get flustered, and I will warn you now, you will get questions wrong that you know the answers to. That's just what pressure does. We'll find out which of you boys perform better under pressure. Okay, so here we go. You ready, Justin?
Yep.
True or false? Declan Rice's dad is Irish.
True.
How many total goals did Pyatt score in his first season with us in all competitions? 9, 12, or 14?
12.
In which country was Masuaku born?
The Congo.
What year did we win the Intertoto Cup?
65.
Who was the caretaker manager after Avram Grant was fired?
Oh, man. Pass.
Which player is youngest, Antonio, Yarmolenko, or Noble?
Antonio.
Who won the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013?
Pass.
True or false? West Ham have never won the League Cup.
False. Or true.
The time is up. So
did the last one count as true?
I mean, the last one. Let's think about it. We'll maybe see what the chat think. First of all, you said false first.
Yeah.
Then the time ran out, and then you said true. So I've got to say, probably it wouldn't be that fair for me to count it.
Oh, you're harsh.
I'm harsh.
I mean,
What? I've got to take his first answer, haven't I? All right. Well,
yeah.
Wally made up the questions. Wally made up the questions. He said give it to you, so I'm giving you that point.
Thank you, Wally.
You can thank Wally. Maybe I thought I was such a kind, loving, generous person. Turns out I'm an arsehole. I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's got to me. It must be. I can't think of anything else. I've given it to the chat are all going crap. I'm going to get lynched. I nearly made a Virginia joke, but it's probably not appropriate. All right, we'll go to your questions, Steve. I'll put the timer back on the screen with you guys because we don't need to see my face like that. Okay, so are you ready, Steve?
Yep.
Here we go. True or false? Jonathan Chieri scored for West Ham.
True.
Which goalkeeper has not been Hammer of the Year? Fabianski, Adrian, or Shaka Hislop?
Fab.
Stuart Downing went to which club after West Ham?
Oh, I can't remember. Pass.
Who was the club's first non-British manager?
Oh, God, the Irish bloke. Lou McCarry.
Who played at right back in the last game at the Bowling against Man United?
Don't know.
Noble has the most Premier League appearances, but who has the second most? Carlton Cole, James Collins, or Steve Potts?
Oh, Steve Potts.
How many times have West Ham won the FA Cup?
3.
Reece Oxford is the youngest player to make his debut for West Ham. True or false?
True.
And the time is up. Let's tally these scores and see what
I should have picked Yarmolenko instead of Antonio.
You actually got it right. Antonio was correct.
Okay, there you go.
I would have picked Yarmolenko.
Yeah,
that was that and the Payet question, along with the true and false at the end, were all good. But before I go through the answers, which I will, and thank you guys for playing along in the chat. Winner of Hammer Shots round 2 is Steve with 11 shots. So well done. Congratulations. I'll go through some of these answers that were wrong.
Congrats, Steve.
We'll start with yours, Justin. Declan Rice's dad is actually not Irish. It's his grandparents. You got the Payet question right. He scored 12 goals. Masuaku was actually born in France.
Yeah.
Congo. The Intertoto Cup we won in 99. After fired, Kevin Keane became our caretaker manager. And in 2013, it was Billy Bonds who won the Lifetime Achievement Award. Steve, over to your questions. Actually, Fabianski won Hammer of the Year last year. So it was, I'm pretty sure. And that's not written down on my sheet, but I think so. It was actually Adrian who didn't win it. He was runner-up twice. Right. Stuart Downing went to Middlesbrough after West Ham. The club's first non-British manager was allegedly Gianfranco Zola. Lou McCarry, don't know. I mean, you can take that up with Wally. I don't write the questions. I'm not taking the blame. Right back in the last game at the Bowling. That is courtesy of Wes Cunningham in the chat. The right back at that game was actually Michael Antonio. That was when he was, playing at right back.
Do you know what? He popped into my head after I said pass.
Damn, you should have just gone back and said it. I'd have given it to you. I'm not that horrible. Don't listen to what everyone's saying. I'm actually really nice. I'm really nice, I promise. And the most Premier League appearances was Noble. The second most is actually Carlton Cole, 216. I think that probably some of Steve Potts' appearances came before the Premier League, which would be...
Oh, God, Jeff.
Yeah. And the others you got right. So, like I said, people are giving Wally a hard time in the chat. But please don't let that put you off of writing questions. If you want to write questions for the show, please get in touch. You can find me on Facebook, Adam Frankel. Twitter messages get lost in the ether, so maybe don't contact me that way. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Steve, for coming on. Did you have fun?
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah,
Thank
can
you
we
for
come on
coming
again
on.
in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, and one thing I want to tell the people watching, every single to like both times so far, the person who was the runner-up, as soon as we come out of here, like Danny said last week, is like, man, I wish we could go again right now. Like,
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Please come along. Message Tim. I'll put this up here. Send him a message if you want to be on the show. You know, we'll try and make it a lot of fun. I'll try not to be such an arsehole to you next time. But thank you guys for watching. You better come on. I quite like, you know what I'd like to see on the show? There's a couple of matchups that I'd like to see. I'd like to see Wally and John from Friday Night Likes. I'd like to see them go up against each other. I'd like to see the girls go against each other. You know, Katie and Rebecca. I'd quite like to see that face off. But I will put it out there to the universe. What I would really like is I used to listen to the Knees Up Mother Brown podcast a lot with James Longman and Chris Skull. That's my like dream pairing. Fingers crossed at some point we might get that to happen. And we will be back next week for another round. So thank you guys for taking part. Stay around. We'll chat afterwards. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll be back next week. See you later, everyone, and come on, you Irons.
Come on, boys.
And stay positive. Love your lives.